My name is Jonathan and I'm the practice manager at Maxim Street Health Hub. Our business is across 2 sites, one larger site in West Ryde and a smaller site in Roseville in Sydney. Look, with 2,000 to 3,000 documents per month, it would take quite a significant amount of time, not only with processing the incoming correspondence, but actually allocating it and making sure it goes to the right place. Look, the results came in immediately. And we found that the accuracy of the documents and the speed was noticeable. With most technology products, it's hard to assess impact because people only complain when things go wrong. So when things are going very smoothly, you won't hear much. Ultimately, it does reduce fatigue in our operating team, and it does also increase the accuracy of documents without necessarily having a lot of staff manually handling them. Look, the Care GP user interface is fairly intuitive. Most of our team could onboard themselves. There were very little issues with getting the product to work. We found that with Care GP, the user interface was quite fun, and our team reported that it was much easier to use and very friendly to navigate. I think people get worried about new software replacing work, but what we find that it's all working in conjunction with our existing team. So rather than having less work to do, our team are working on other things that add value to the patient experience and allows them to support the doctors better. And once it's in place, the impact is immediate and you'll see the returns very quickly. It's just not a lot of barriers to get up and running, even though it sounds like a very boring problem to solve. For operators like us in general practice, it does make a significant difference. It allows us to process documents from anywhere. It doesn't have to be on site. In our case, we've got multiple sites, and having team members access both sites at the same time is very helpful. In the traditional environment, it would take some time for hard copies correspondence to come in and processed by a administrative staff member. What we find by having Care GP in place, scanning and identifying the correct patient and doctor, is that documents are getting faster, arriving faster in the doctor's inbox, which means they can be actioned quicker. And this happens in a very short space of time. In most situations, I believe over 60–70% of the time, documents can be automatically imported to the correct doctor's inbox and allocated to the correct patient. In terms of accuracy, I would say it's probably more than 90%. I think one of the main things is ease of use. If your team members can access the software and process what's needed in a way that doesn't involve a lot of training, then it allows us to work on other products that may come up in the future. In our environment, you'll find that when the patient presents at the front desk, often the administrative staff are very busy on other things, such as scanning, taking phone calls, and other processes which don't really help the patient. So what we find is with all these new tools coming on board, it allows our team to focus on the person who's in front of us. Part of that is ensuring that their visit is as smooth as possible to ensure that they're looked after. And what that means is everyone's happier and safer in the long term. We find that setting up through a web interface is far easier than having to access the server and getting IT involved. Often you just need a couple of key identifiers for your site, and the rest is handled through the secure channel, in our case through best practice and through the Halo Connect. It's important to work with people that have a very detailed insight as to what happens day to day. As you may know, general practice has a lot of moving parts, and it takes a significant amount of time for people to understand what we need. What I have found is the engineers and the team at Care GP very interested in all the detail about the day-to-day operations of our business. Having this product running on our site for some time now, it's quite exciting for us to see what else they're prepared to develop and what they're looking at doing. What we find is that it allows our team to be more engaged on things that are more interesting. Ultimately, it is very difficult to continue doing repetitive tasks every day. What we have found is that it gives us more scope to allow team members to work on things that are more interesting and more engaging. Overall, it allows us to maintain a stronger workforce and provide better support to the doctors that we're working for.